Alright, McBride just dropped 43, and only one of those came at the line because she traded 10 times. And that's ridiculous, so I'm curious to see what happened. So, first possession, we've got Miles on the rock. No ball screen from Fee. And I think she's actually waving off Fee here. Can't really see the hand gesture. But Fee acknowledges it. So she's telling Fee, yo, go get McBride. 11 on the clock. So they want to get her a touch. So now she's going to set the pin. Enrique reads it. So she's going to look at the top lock. Is that a push-off? Yeah, it was. So McBride goes for the push-off. Sends Enrique into the screen. Backdoor, yup. And she gets to lay two. And is that why she got in a rhythm? Just getting easy twos? But why was she so open? So push off. Enrique sent into the screen. And then she gets screened by her own teammate. So Smith, she's reading it. And she's trying to deny. It's a soft tag. I can see on that back step. But she doesn't commit and she doesn't allow Enrique to recover. So she just inadvertently screams Enrique. And Enrique's got her hands up. Yo. And then she's saying, my bad. So that really did nothing. It was kind of lazy, actually. Because if she just caught that back cut and aggressively switched, at least Enrique would read that, and then she would just switch onto Fee, as Fee's looking to pop out. But because it's kind of soft and indecisive, it does nothing but screen her own teammate. So Howard flashes. Now she's looking towards that second side. There's actually 9 on the clock, so this could even be third side. But now she's looking towards the second or third side. We've got Fee and McBride. So who is she looking to activate? Because I just realized both of their primary ball handlers on the same side. Because most times, if Miles has nothing, when Howard's looking towards that second side, we have C-Dub filling opposite corner. And then she would just look to activate C-Dub. But here, who's it going to be? We're going big to big, or we're going McBride? So I'm not sure. I wonder what happened here. But regardless, it's going to fake down. Let me see. Fakes down. Segrist bites. Now she's off her body crazy. And now she's coming off clean. You pitch, catch, pull, and 1. Long 2. So Segrist is in overreaction mode, looking to recover. Chases over. Gets her hand through. Looks for the flyby. But then makes contact. Yeah. Lower half. So that is an AM1. And I don't know if she had to overreact. Because this is a long 2. She's only 1 or 2 steps inside the arc. Make or miss, you probably live with that. And I think the reason she bit is because on the second side, whoever's filling that slot or wing, they're making that 45 so that whoever's in the corner is getting activated. And I can see Howard's actually looking towards Fee. But since that fake created a lot of separation, once McBride's coming off clean, just pitch to her. So Segrist wasn't necessarily doing the wrong thing. I think she was getting ready to deny that 45. Miles is pushing a rock down the channel. And we've got Lee Rue. She's helping contain the rock because Sutton's beat here. So she basically rejects this early drag. Yeah, 19 on the clock. So Miles sees a lane. She'll take it. Sutton's beat. But Lee is there. And then Sutton does the right thing because she can't recover. Just funnel her to Lee. So now Lee's going to switch onto the rock. I'm kind of surprised Miles not looking for that reverse. Because she's so damn good at racing, getting downhill, and then just reversing. Right here, tiptoes. So she's going to Nash, resurface opposite. What is happening up top? Howard dives. Career catches it. But then she releases, basically funnels her to whoever's in the paint. Now she'll look to break. Rotate out to Fee. But now Sutton's caught in a mismatch. Uh-oh. Can they scram it? Yeah, they can. So Lee reads it. Yo, we're scramming. You push her out to Miles. And now I match up with Howard. Now what is their advantage? Fee sees it. Nope, we got no more advantage. Look it off, swing. She's looking, nope. And then she just pulls three. Wow. Let me see this. Segrist, high hands. So maybe she's thinking, I gotta deny the entry. Because she might have saw Fee looking for it. So now she kind of backs up. Gaps Mcbride. And then she's actually late to contest. She really doesn't even contest. Because I think in her mind, she's thinking, I'm denying an entry. And now because she's gapping, that's all the space Mcbride needs to pull. Get a stop, push the rock. So it's going to be a get off. Is she the only one? Yes, she is. So there's no numbers here. I thought we had somebody leaking out. So now you hit C-Dub. She's pushing central. Rika's going to pick her up. Stops in her spot. But she's cut off. And I can see that whole time, Mcbride was just running wide. Everybody's running central. Trying to contain the rock. And then C-Dub, she's able to pivot, scan the floor, throw back, catch, pull, and it's short. That's a good look on a transition tray. Because Eureka reads it, she looks to break, but she's very late to close. Did Mcbride rush it? Let me see. She sets her feet, she catches, she's square. No. Now we've got Miles pushing. Eureka's pointing to Lee. Yo, match up with Howard. I've got the rock. What is even the score? They were down 4. So we've got rock, trail, rim run, 2 side, both running wide. No. So C-Dub's actually running central here instead of running down to the corner. And she's actually pointing back to Mcbride. So she recognizes it's a 2 side and Sims is caught on it. And that actually makes sense because now by running central, you drag Sims down the floor with you instead of running down to the corner where Sims might stop and get ready to play too. Because now once Sims sees it, she's caught. And she reads it. So great read by Miles. Good recognition by C-Dub. She swings. Catch. Pull. Tracy. Yeah. Sims can't even rotate out. Because on that hop, she's stuck. Tries to break and rotate. She can't. And that was all set up by C-Dub. Not running down to the corner. And actually diverging here. But why is she even caught on the 2 side? Oh, right here. So Fee was rim running. Paige was already down the floor. She recognized it, tried to stop her, but now she's caught in this cross match. And Smith was trailing, and now she's communicating to Scram, yo, I'm going to push you out. But now she's late to rotate out. Sims can't. More pace. And I think this was a throw ahead from C-Dub. We're going cross court. Hit Mcbride running wide, but Paige is there. So Paige is going to pick her up. One dribble, tween, and pull three over top. Stop. Tween, straight into a pull. And Paige is there. She's kind of gapping her, but not really. She gets a great contest too. She just pulls over top. And then Paige just makes sure no landing space foul. Damn. So that was just the type of heater she was on. Paige and Career two-man game on his clear side. Let's see. One dribble. And Mcbride. She's not opened up. She's looking to chase over. Boom. Gets clipped. She actually dies on this ball screen. That's a great hit. Because now Paige is coming off clean. One dribble. Uhas is up. She's dropping. Paige sees it. And now she's going one dribble, right to left. So she's looking to snake. And she actually just cuts off Career's roll line. And then fumbles the rock. Right to left. She does right there. So she fumbles the rock. It gets away from her. And because Fee was already at the nail, she was going to look to stunt. But now it's a 50-50. She gets a hand on the rock first. It just takes that away from Paige. And I wonder if it's because Paige sees the gap here as she's snaking. And she's already made up her mind. Yo, I'm going to fry Uhas. Because even though C-Dub is sitting on that lane line, if she helps in, Paige can just go wide and finish on that weak side. So she doesn't have to take this tight angle. She can definitely just go wide. And maybe that just throws her off. She's already thinking too far ahead. And now Paige gets to the rock. Not Paige, Fee. She's pushing. And now you got numbers. Mcbride gets back up. 3-on-1. Get off to Miles. One dribble. And then she loses the rock. One dribble. She sees Mcbride running wide. And right now she's looking to spray. And as she's looking to spray, the rock just slips out of her hands. And now it's a 50-50. But it's actually behind Smith. Because Smith's momentum is taking her forward. So that's pretty unlucky. Because she damn near gets a fingertip on the rock. And if she does, that's a deflection. But then because she can't, Miles somehow able to get her hand back on it, tap it out, kind of throws it ahead of Mcbride here. But she's able to reach, gather, and then pull three. Damn. Tied game at the start of the third. So this was close. Miles, double drag Spain. So Finland. And I'm actually not sure what this is called. It's a double drag Spain. And I've only heard Finland from JJ. But there's probably other terms that are used for this. And they love this for Mcbride. And what's funny is on the Wolves, they like running this for Nas. So Nas would be where Mcbride is. So you go double drag, rip, and then you clean up Mcbride. So rip, pin. You can see it right there. So let's see what happens. Sims. She peeks, sees the first ball screen, but she's now opened up. So she goes under 2. She goes under 3. At the same time, Mcbride is there. She's looking for that rip on Smith. And I can see Eureka is detached here. Because she wants to make sure she helps on this rip. But because she's detached, now we've got Mcbride looking to fly off. She tries to chase over. She's caught. Catch. Pull. Tracy. Let me see. Liu, she's down. Sims, I think she sees it late. Otherwise, because of the spacing, she could definitely stun off the pass for free and try to help Eureka recover. But again, because she reads it late, I don't think it registers. And now she's got a clean look from deep. So we've got a hand back here. So this must have been away for Mcbride. Pitch. So pitch, get on this hand back. And now we've got another screener basically. So away, pitch, get, you empty. And now she's coming off this flare. And then we've got Eureka. She's detached. That's fine. Because Sims, she goes under, you go under. But then you get caught on that flare. And she sees it late, I can tell. Because right here, as she's sliding, now she peeks. And by the time she sees it, she has no idea how to navigate it. She tries to chase over, but she can't. And now she's caught. Lee, she's down. She reads it late, but can she get there? Nope. Can't switch out in time. That's a great pass. Skip it over top. And you just hit Mcbride in stride. Catch. Right in her shot pocket. Gets to set her feet. That's a clean look for her. Up 6. So we've got a flare. How much time? 14. So this is kind of early. I wonder if right here, if they hit feet at the elbow, look for their split, nothing. And now they're looking towards the second side. Instead of Fee looking for a hit to Howard and then a handoff to Mcbride, they're just looking for a flare. And Paige is caught, tries to chase over, can't really, but Liu, she's reading that. So she's down the floor, and she's poaching, sitting on that line. So good denial. But I do wonder, I think Fee can still skip to the deep corner. She drifts all the way down. If Lee switches out and Paige is chasing over, now we've got Howard diving. So if she catches deep corner, you've got 2 converging. I think she can hit Howard in stride, pocket, and now you get a drop off for 2. That's fine, you can look it off. Now you hit Howard, and now she's pointing. All right, so now they're going to the handoff. This is fine too. Paige reads it. Top lock. Nope, I'm going back door. And then she inside finishes too. And she's so damn good at these back doors too. And this is why you can't top lock her. She fakes up, and it just goes down. Paige is there too. She's attached, but she can't read it. Great dime. In stride. Throws it ahead. Leads her to the rim. Odyssey. She's low man, but she reads that late. Because as she's looking to catch, now she's looking to rotate. Can't even rotate over. 4:15 to go, and it's still a tied game. Wow. And we've got Coffee pushing the rock? Interesting. So now she'll initiate horns. And of course, she was actually calling for the rock. Nope. She wants to hit opposite. So now we got Howard on the catch. Career gambles. But she can't get a poke. Now it's going to be a rip DHO, isn't it? Yup. Another screen to screener. Let's see. James. She was attached, but now she detaches because she's communicating with Smith, trying to navigate this rip. Smith goes under 2. And I can see James actually looks to help over. Looking to get a bump maybe, but now she's out of position. Because once Mcbride sees Smith looking to go under 2, she's flying off. Hand off. Now she's turning the corner tight. James, she's in overreaction mode, trying to recover. Can't skinny over. Gets clipped. One dribble. Not even a dribble. Was that? Catch. No, it was one dribble. And that's a long 2. Not even a long 2. That's a very, very, very long 2. So they're kind of fortunate. But that's tight. So I don't know if she could one dribble and then just stay behind the arc. I think in order to get a pull from deep, she'd have to one dribble and then sidestep. So reset that way. Because this is difficult. She's coming off real tight. And Kawir, she read it? She kind of does, but she's out of position. She's kind of inside that screen. Tries to switch out, but she just pulls over top. And the only good news is it's a very long 2. Because that could have been a tray and she would have had 11 on the night. Miles is pushing. Throw ahead. Sims. She sees it too. So she's looking to pick up the rock. And she's communicating to somebody. Yo, McBride's running wide. Somebody's got to match up with her. Who's going to match up with her? And I can see James. She was on that strong side. She's looking to rotate out. Kuir, she sees it. And now she's in a full sprint. Can they close? No, they can't. But she misses the transition tray. Follows her miss. And then commits a turnover. But I think in this situation, Sims shouldn't be so concerned about matching up with her assignment. If you know James is down the floor and she's on that strong side, just let her pick up Miles. Because as soon as she starts running across, Miles sees it. Because you and James are caught on that strong side. Throw ahead cross court. And again, look at the pass. She skips that, hits Mcbride in stride, and she doesn't even have to dribble. She just goes right into her shot. That's ridiculous. And she no-look that. Howard's going to push the rock. And we've got a handoff to Mcbride. It's an early one too. And that's kind of unusual because most times this handoff would be to their guard. So Maul's in this situation. But she's actually swapped places with Mcbride. So it must be a conscious effort to get her the rock because of her heater, right? Because most times, Mcbride would be the one where Miles is, and vice versa. So Mcbride is going to fill the slot, and Miles is going to be on the rock. And now we've got Mcbride on the rock. James goes under. It's going to be a rescreen. So under, one dribble, tween, change of direction, set it up. And actually, James reaches. So that sets it up. Now she's turned the corner. James looks to skinny over, and she manages to. And Smith is up, which is the right thing to do. Don't allow Mcbride to turn a corner and look for a pocket pull from deep. Now you got help containing the rock. She's going to go wide, one dribble. She's going to pull that. And it's short. Was that another long two? It was. So not a great shot. But it was kind of a clean look because Smith is up. Now she's looking to retreat. And I can see James. She actually takes that instep. And that tells me she was looking to diverge, expecting a veer. But Smith was thinking, I'm going to retreat because now you can recover. I've helped enough. But I don't know if Smith had to retreat here. Because even if Howard rolls down the middle, you've got help on that backside. So just help contain the rock. Because even though it's a long two, you still didn't have to give up that open look. Because Sims was going to tag in. And Kawir's actually pointing to Paige, yo, get ready to tag in. But why are you deferring that to Paige? Because you're the big. And this is a pet peeve of mine. Because most teams are going to line this way. It's that angle alignment. Where they have the other big filling the winger slot. Because they want to put the other big on defense as the high man. So now Paige is low man. So technically this is Paige's tag. But if you're a big and you see this alignment, don't accept it. Just switch with Paige. You get up the floor, I get down the floor, and now you catch that roll and have Paige get ready to play too. Because even though it's a three-man eye, when teams space this way, you can easily play 3 with 2. If she dives, because she's middleman, Paige catches, open up the corner cool, then you X. And then because she catches that roll, you can even have Smith just peel off, whatever. But I don't think they just have to accept this, especially when there's time to switch. Or even just have her make the rotation and have Paige shift up to play 2. So Howard actually gets the O board here. That was a 50-50, and then she does. So I didn't watch the end of that last clip, so I'm not sure how this transpired. But she was rolling middle. Must have got inside positioning. And she rips the rock away from Queer. Finds Coffee. She's just flashing. Shallow paint, 1 dribble. Can she not float here? 1 dribble. So she sees Queer breaking. Turns around, sees her. And now she decides against it. But I still think she can float too. Because if you miss, and it's a soft miss on that weak side, Howard's just going to clean that up. She's got inside positioning against Sims here. But she looks it off, sprays. This is fine too. Defense is flying. Where's the other 2? So James and Smith were leaking out. So this is basically a trail tray. Because now Mcbride gets to step into it, catch, pull, but it's too strong. So she got a free try again. She might have rushed this. Catches, seams, and she's kind of leaning forward. I think catch, 1 dribble, reset, and then pull. Because her leaning forward is probably why it was too strong. Only up 5. So they weren't just looking for Mcbride to set a record. These were real meaningful buckets. I respect that. Now we've got Miles, drag from Howard. And what is Sims doing? She's sitting on that screen. She doesn't want to get screened. She goes over, but now she's behind. Why does it look like she wants to go under, and then last second decides, no, I'm going to go over? Because now as she goes over, she gets to, but Howard actually shifts her hip and makes contact. And now she's behind. So maybe she should have just went under. Because Leah Rue was letting her through. Now she's kind of out of position. She's in the drop. She's forced to veer. Because Miles, now she gets to drive the slot, get downhill, beat Lee. And then on this weak side, Sophia's shaking behind. Paige sees it. She helps in. And now she gets to get base. And now once she sees the help, bounce out, catch, pull. And McBride finds Tracy from the corner. Did Paige have to help her? Because she beats Leah Rue. Yeah, she does. Because had Paige not helped, I think Miles is finishing with a reverse. And then she looks to break, recover, fly by. But she can't run her off the line. But maybe you give up 2 and don't leave McBride's body. I don't know how many TREYS she has up to this point, but I don't think you should be leaving her body. But at the same time, only a 5-point game. You probably don't want to look to play junk defense. Because now once she helps, Queer, she's following that shake behind from Fee, so there's no help for the helper. It's got to make that 2-way. Now they're up 8. Bounce ahead to Fee. We're going cross court. McBride's going to U-turn. Early inverted step up. Let's see the coverage. Because I know McBride's going to look to slip. Any inverted, that's what's going to happen. So Queer's going to go under 2. Paige's going to look to hedge, which is fine. But then she's caught. Uh-oh. That's another tray. So Paige looks to hedge. She forces Fee to pick the rock up. Now Queer can get back in front. But on this hedge, she actually gambles. She reaches right there, doesn't poke the rock loose, and now she's caught high. And on that swing, it's kind of interference from Fee. So now Paige just can't recover. And you give up another clean look. Damn. This has to be a 50-50, right? And it was. So C-Dub gets that. Pitch to Miles. But who's picking up the rock? What is going on? And I can see Lee. So she's pointing to Smith, but why would you want to big on her? Where's the other guard? Oh. So we've got Enrique matched up with Fee. But she can't just rotate out. Because now if she matches up with Miles, like size, I guess one of them two can't rotate out to Fee then. So she can't leave Fee on that weak side. But now one of them have to pick up the rock. Now Miles sees the lane. Look at Sims. She's got her hands up. Yo, who's picking her up? And now Lee, because Smith can't register what she's saying, she'll just pick the rock up. And that's fine, actually. Because she can slide over, meet Miles low, take away the drive. And she's actually going tween pocket. Because Howard, she sees Lee looking to break to pick the rock up. And I think she feels Smith climbing up her high side. So now, she's looking to dive. It turns into a face cut here. And then Miles sees it. She's looking for the pocket. But then Lee's reading that. So good active hands. Because now she decides against it. She picks her dribble up. You close. Uh-oh. Now what? Because she's stuck. She was going to pull too. Decides against it. What is Paige doing? Why is there that line? Paige is pulling in. McBride's got her hands up. Yo, hit me. Because now Paige is down the line. Off her body. Crazy. She sees it. Sprays. Runs her off the line. Yup. Nope. One dribble. I'm still pulling 3. Just because of that heater. And this is why you just have to be bodied up. Because any daylight, she's looking to pull. Paige looks to run her off the line, but she's going to one dribble wide. I'm not driving base. I want 3. 12-point game. So the game's over now, right? Has to be. How much time? 2:30. So we're going to hit the elbow. They're looking for the split. Yeah, but they end up exchanging here. So no split. On that weak side. James is actually top locking here. Oh, because they can look for a rip DHO. So she definitely knows a Paige is coming. So she's going to top lock. And I like this. Don't give her the record. Make it difficult. Whoa. But on this rip, because Smith is looking to navigate it, she's now backing off. As she actually collides with James. Because James is looking to top lock. McBride just pushes her into Smith as she was looking to back off to navigate it. And now she trips. Oh my goodness. That's a hard fall too. Damn near kicked James in the face. And now she's actually holding her. But now Fee's open. Because, forget a rip. She just tripped. She's clapping. Yo, swing the rock. No way, James just... She just switched out? James sees it. Switches out. No way, you just left her body. And now she's going to vacate. Fill out to the corner. Nah. That's how she got her 10th? Look at McBride. Good sportsmanship. But then she says, no, I want the record. Forget your leg. But did James have to switch out? Game's over. Deny the record. Stay bodied. I'm giving Fee this look. Because once you switch out, easy read for McBride. She turns around. She's still down. And now I got to make a two-way. Flyby doesn't matter. Game's definitely over. So we've got a flare. And McBride's got her hands up. Miles, why are you not hitting me? And she's pissed. Because she's coming off clean. She's not looking to help at all. She's not looking to stunt and fall. There's no help on that backside. Sutton's caught over. I'm kind of surprised Miles does not make this pass over top. She actually decides against it. Wow. That's an easy pass for her. Because she could even lead it to the deep wing, catch, stun. She might actually run her off the line. Force an extra one down to C-Dub. It's still surprising to see that she doesn't hit her. Now Collier, yo, hit me. Let me get her a DHO. Why is Miles so indecisive right here? So you don't hit the skip. Collier, clapping in your face. Yo, swing me the rock. I'm gonna DHO. Yo. She's so indecisive. If he's just confused, alright. Oh, no DHO. Oh. Inverted. Now she's gonna slip. Yep, uh-oh. Soft stunt from Sutton. I seen it. Right there, she lags. Soft stunt. She goes under two. Throwback. Uh-oh. Clean look. But she can't make it 11. Damn. And this is why these inverted ball screens are dangerous.